Well, hello there, Drinking with the Boys family. This is Chase Almy.
Oh, wait. I think this is where I say this is Corey Stevens.
Corey Stevens fucking drunk. Because Corey Stevens is hanging out at his favorite place.
My favorite place. You're right. It's totally my favorite place. Can you see outside right now, Chase? It is cold and damp. So, yeah.
It's my favorite place. Damp and not moist.
It's my favorite place because I'm not outside.
Dude, it is starting to feel a lot like syphilis Christmas
It's
around here at the Drinking with the Boys hub of Two Brothers Bar and
we got about 2 days before the new year, and it is supposed to be like low of 20 degrees, chance of ice in Dallas, Texas.
Dude, it's cold everywhere.
Yeah, it is.
If you live anywhere in the continental United States, it is fucking cold.
Yeah, Minneapolis, real sorry about you. -10, -20. Iowa, where my ex lives, -10, -20.
Yeah, I saw pictures of her. She's about a -10 or a -20.
That. Oh,
dude,
shut your face.
And NESN, which is for the New England Sports Network or the Northeast Sports Network, with, the Patriots and stuff, they say that this game, Patriots and Jets, could be the coldest on record.
Dude, it's going to be the new Ice Bowl.
Dude, it's fucking...
It's only going to be the Ice Bowl if they play well. The Ice Bowl will live forever because it came down to the wire.
Yeah, I don't see this game.
Just because it's a cold weather game doesn't mean, it's going to go into NFL lore.
Right.
Or something.
And it doesn't matter. Tom Brady's always got that mystical one glove on there because he's like the fucking... NFL's Michael Jackson. So let's get down to business,
news. Cowboys. You got some song queued up for this?
Yeah, I got some shit queued up. So in case you guys haven't been paying attention, the Dallas Cowboys lost to the
Chase, why can't I hear you?
Probably because the iPad's not turned up all the way.
Probably because you didn't plug things in. Yeah. So
everything's plugged in.
So Cowboys aren't making the playoffs.
Cowboys are officially out of the... If you wore both fucking headphones, Corey, you could hear me.
I can hear you just fine in this ear.
Corey,
that way I can hear other things going around in the...
What? Are we going to get shot?
I don't know. Whatever the bartender wants to say, or, commentary from the crowd.
What happened? Did you, lose a bet on draft.com and now you owe someone money and they're going to come in and shoot you?
No. Are we still talking about Tiffany?
Hey,
we got losing bets.
We got a name on the girl that made a bet about the Chargers. Finally,
yeah. I think technically the Chargers can still make the playoffs.
They could make the playoffs, and
I can hear you just fine because you yell.
And I could fucking marry Lauren Conrad from the Hills, but neither one of those are gonna fucking happen. Tiffany.
Hey, you know what is happening right now?
Right now, I'm looking at some Penn State and Washington,
That's what I'm
and
talking
Penn State's
about.
up 7-0.
Penn State, Washington. It's like another Rose Bowl. So it's like the Rose Bowl sucks because the Rose Bowl is technically Oklahoma and Georgia,
right?
Because of the whole playoff thing,
right?
But last night's Cotton Bowl was actually the Rose Bowl because it was USC Ohio State. They basically get a free berth into the Rose Bowl every year because they're the top tier of the Pac-12 and the Big 10-12.
Why don't we do this?
Big
guys?
Whatever. But then now we got Penn State, who's like the third best team.
Well, I thought the playoff system was to get rid of the bowl games.
Nah, but look at Penn State, Washington. It's like classic Rose Bowl right there. Penn State, Washington. We got.
I'll tell you what you won't see on the Penn State sideline.
No touching boys.
Ball boys. You won't see any ball boys on the Penn State sideline.
Only ball girls? What?
I don't know, Joe Paterno.
Nobody knows.
Dude,
Joe
did you know that there's another Jerry Sandusky in football?
No.
And he's a broadcaster.
I did not know
that.
Yeah.
There was a little article about that online. If you want to lead us into the fact about the Cowboys not going on, maybe I'll find it before the end of the show.
Yeah. Wait, what broadcaster are you talking about?
There's a guy named Jerry Sandusky that's a fucking broadcaster.
It's not his name.
Yes, that's his name. Yeah.
No, look, what we're doing here is we're watching Saquon Barkley because he's a damn good running back for the Penn State Nittany Lions. Probably going to go top 10. I think the only argument is whether or not he's as good as Zeke. Chase is doing some research real quick. We're talking about the main subject first, and that's the Cowboys suck. Why do the Cowboys suck? Hey, wait,
because they didn't lose to fucking Pete Carroll's goddamn Seahawks.
You're doing your damn research. I'm talking.
So
why do the Cowboys suck?
Here's the thing.
Okay.
Jerry Sandusky, whose real name is Gerard, Gerry.
We don't talk about people named
Gerard.
He works
as a sports director for WBAL TV in Baltimore, Maryland, and does play-by-play for the Baltimore Ravens of the National Football League.
Okay.
So, yeah, he's talking about that. Also, in my search, it turns out that Jerry Sandusky's adopted son actually filed last week for a name change. I don't know why we're still on that, but
there's a lot of negative vibes around his name.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't do that.
I mean, it's a random guy named Jerry up in Baltimore doing play-by-play.
Yeah, look at him fucking his life over.
I mean, I don't care about that. But so why the Cowboys suck? Cowboys suck because they couldn't beat the Seahawks. Why couldn't the Cowboys beat the Seahawks, Chase?
Because they abandoned the run game.
Because they couldn't run the damn ball. On first and goal,
fucking down.
Second and goal. Then they had the holding call. Third and goal. Zeke is not even on the field. Pass play. Fourth and goal. Field goal. And then Dan Bailey misses. It was the most depressing Christmas time gift
How
ever.
the fuck does Dan Bailey miss a fucking field goal?
The last two field goals.
Dan Bailey shouldn't be off the fucking injured reserve list.
It was fucking terrible.
He's not ready to come back.
Dan Bailey is a damn good kicker. Don't you dare slander his
name. You know
name.
why he's a fucking great kicker? Because he's from Oklahoma, and there's 3 great things that came from Oklahoma.
No, he's a great kicker because he never misses.
Dan Bailey, and Hansen. 3 great things from Oklahoma.
Hansen. I think Hansen outranks you, sir.
Hansen outranks everybody because I don't fucking care if you hate Mbop or not. They were 13 years old doing 3-part harmony without in-ear monitors.
Hansen was great in the 90s.
Hansen was fucking great then, and they're great now.
Don't anybody ever shit on NSYNC, Backstreet Boys,
I'll
Hansen.
shit on fucking NSYNC because I knew Lance Bass is fucking gay.
Well, that's
and I
fine.
know this because my cousin made me read a fucking article about it.
I'm tired of you yelling at me. Look who scored.
Yeah, it's 13 fucking nothing in a goddamn bowl that doesn't mean anything. We're in a fucking Cowboys bar with green and blue lights.
Chase.
The Fiesta Bowl. No one cares about anything. You've got 4 teams playing
New Year's Bowl.
down to 2. I don't care what it is.
Well, Penn State had a pretty good year.
They had a great year now that they're back from their little fucking death penalty.
Washington had a pretty good year. They're both 2 losses.
Hey,
are
we
really
going
good.
to that fucking bowl game out here with North Dakota State? Let's get some North Dakota State people on here next week.
Wait, that didn't already happen?
No, it happens next week.
Oh, I'd love to go to that.
Tight ends is where that shit's happening at.
Well, I mean, not technically. They're not playing the
They're
bowl
not
game
playing in tight ends because tight ends only has 80 yards to play in. Believe me.
No. The bowl that did happen in Frisco was the DTX Bowl.
Yeah, the Frisco Bowl.
Yeah, the Frisco DTX was sponsored.
Was it SMU?
SMU
Dude, fucking
and Louisiana
SMU got
Tech.
fucked. Here's the thing.
SMU.
The bowl games now is an excuse for insert university name here, athletic teams and shit to go out of state and have like a holiday vacation.
Right. See right.
Why would SMU be like, hey, we want to take that bowl? Because it's a bowl committee now. You can kind of pick and choose where you want to go to in a sense.
See, the thing is, beyond, like, Chase, you can shit on this Fiesta Bowl, but I mean, I think it's 2 good teams playing.
There are 2 good teams.
I'm happy about
but it's
teams
meaningless.
Playing. Yeah.
It's meaningless, and it's going to be meaningless until there's 16 teams.
No, there's never going to be 16 teams in the playoff. Well, at least if I have my way. But, look.
Are you on the committee now? Did you replace Shonda Rice or whatever her name is?
No, look, it is meaningless. That's true. But for the individual teams, like, hey, we had a good year when we made the Fiesta Bowl. It's not meaningless. But the thing is, you only have 20 good teams in college football, right?
Right.
You know, like throughout the year, we look at the AP Top 25, whoever else makes the Top 25 coaches poll, CBS. I don't know who the hell makes Top 25. But the last few teams, we just cycle through them every week, right? Because whoever lost drops out.
Right.
And whoever wins, you're from a big conference and you won a game. I guess we'll pretend like you're a top 25 team. Then you lose them. Who cares?
For sure.
Right? So there's about 15, 20 good teams. The math comes out to 8 or 9 good games, Chase. 8 or 9 good games.
I was very upset with last night's game. I don't feel like it was very...
It wasn't because, USC sucked. Is that what you're talking about?
Right.
Ohio State whooped them. So we have a potentially 8 good games with good teams in them. But the problem is, Chase, we have 30 bowl games. Because everybody and their mother's daughter gets to play in a bowl game.
I know.
You get to be 5-5 or 6-6.
Yeah.
You get to play in a bowl game.
And did you see the story? Did you see the story this week about Florida State?
Stupid teams. Florida State won. What about
did you see about their bowl deal? Florida State shouldn't have been eligible.
Yes, I saw that.
Because one of the teams they won, they didn't hold the 90%.
But did you see it on Reddit first? You didn't see it on Reddit first. I saw it when it got posted, and I was like, dang. And then the big networks picked it up, and they're like, whoops.
I just want to talk 1 second about Ashley.
And they're like, whoops.
Ashley is a really good bartender.
She is, and she's got this friend named Tiffany.
Over.
No.
She's always on the other side of the bar.
That means
she's been standing here for the whole show, and she hasn't even been quiet.
She's management material because they always say the manager's got to get out on the other side of the bar, right?
Right. I know. And we've been holding a hand for a very long time. I'm sure her boyfriend probably wouldn't be too thrilled with it. Whatever. Potato, potato. But Ashley's been very, very good today. She's way better than them fuckers at Easy Slider, who doesn't bring a shit. And so here we are. I'm joking, ladies. I love you at Easy Slider. Easy Slider.
It's
No,
place
we'll
at
talk to you
Deep
about
Ellum.
that after the show. It's in Deep Ellum. They make little like White Castle hamburgers.
No, like sliders, like burgers. Easy Slider.
You were thinking like getting fucking baked and going and getting like $800 worth of little hamburgers. Oh, no, not sliding the dick. Sliding in the DMs, really?
I think you've gotten off track. What were you saying? You were trying to say how awesome Two Brothers
I'm just saying
is
Ashley's
tonight.
great, even though the fucking lights in here. Apparently, we're in a Seahawks bar.
Yeah, well,
because Corey doesn't do any goddamn research.
Thank goodness. I did research the other day where there was a bunch of Seahawks in here, and I left.
And here's the thing. You didn't even tell me that the dude was the dad. I thought it was a brother.
I don't know who you're talking about.
The guy that we just talked to. What's his name?
He was the boss. He's the owner.
The brothers don't work here?
The other brothers
some son. No, probably the guy we've talked to a couple times in the past is his son.
Is the brother? Is there like
whatever? Two Brothers Bar and Grill in Plano. High five to everybody.
Ashley, is there an unsolved mystery story to find the former brother?
There is not. He is not missing.
So we know where his whereabouts are?
We know where the other brother is.
The other brother just don't care about
incarcerated?
There's two brothers and two sisters, but the sisters don't have anything to do with the sports bar.
Yeah, no
business.
one wants to go to Two Sisters Bar and Grill. Dude, I'll tell you, there is a place on Beltline. There's a place on Beltline Road called Two Little Girls, and I will go and eat there so I can be like, I'm eating Two Little Girls. It's a Vietnamese restaurant called Two Little Girls.
That's
I swear to God, it's called Two Little Girls. And it's like, people will text me and be like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm eating Two Little Girls. What are you guys doing? And it's so fucking funny.
Hashtag fake news.
Hashtag no, it's a real fucking place.
Hey, so are we ever going to broadcast from there?
I hope so.
I'm fine.
We're fine right now.
Anyway,
quit, leave us alone, Ashley. We gave you your fucking
We're trying to work
here,
Ashley. Thank you again to Two Brothers Bar and Grill. I think that's our plug for the show. Maybe we'll get some draft.com later. But no.
I already plugged draft.com because you fucked up.
Well, you fucked up. Whatever.
Fuck
You're
up.
the one who always
Ruth text you and tell you to say I always fuck up?
Ruth, we're not talking about Ruth, okay?
I don't know. Your girlfriend was on there talking about missiles and guns.
She's on the block number, okay?
Oh, she's on the block.
So she can never text me. Okay, we're getting
I'm
back
blocking
on track.
Nicole.
Nicole never texts you ever.
You don't know what Nicole does when she's lonely and cold at night.
She's been lonely and cold in Amarillo and with the flu. So,
oh God, hey Nicole, if you're listening to this, I hope you feel better.
Look,
Ruth
she
had
would
the flu too.
She would listen if we did it live, but apparently we're not doing it live.
I'll tell you what, I like that girl. She's good people. I met her one time at 84 Point Coffee.
She is good people.
And then I saw a video of her that just about took out long-haired weenie dog and a fucking bike. And the whole time I'm thinking, like, I hope that weenie dog eats ass.
All right, I'm going to tell you about that later, but we're going to get back on subject. We're talking about Cowboys, right?
Cowboys are
we're
out.
talking about the Cowboys. Well, we got on the whole college football rant
because I figured that's something somebody else would want to fucking listen to.
We had some good content.
Listen here, hey,
about, like,
Corey.
There's 30 bowls and nobody gives a damn about all the other bowls except for the 7 or 8 games that are any good.
Right.
Like, I don't know, like whenever the Texas A&M played yesterday afternoon and they gave up 50 points and lost to freaking Wake Forest.
Hey, they got a sweet mascot, the Demon Deacons.
Gig 'em Aggies, right? We got a new coach. We got Jimbo
But the
Fisher.
thing is the old coach would have done the same goddamn thing.
Yeah, lose the bowl game. That's what the Aggies do lately.
Just lose the fucking bowl game. That way there's no fucking hope.
You said the bowl games don't matter. So
they don't matter.
So who cares if we lose them, right?
Right, but still, Wake Forest beat your ass, so there's something there.
It is true. So
the ACC, they're a very fucking good conference for basketball. I don't look for it to be that great in fucking football.
We're gonna maybe loop back into some college football later about draft talk, but we gotta hash this whole thing out.
Here's
the
thing: is anybody that's listen?
Cowboys
hold on.
What are we gonna do about next year?
All right, we're not even gonna get into next year.
No.
Real quick,
we're
basically going to fucking do this. Everybody has been stewing for 6 days.
Yeah.
Since Monday, we've been on this trip about the pass option.
The run pass option,
the
RPO.
RPO.
Down and we didn't even run. Okay,
right.
Got it.
Everybody's hung up on that. Here's the deal.
In the Packers game, we call it run pass option and we didn't run.
Right.
Doesn't sound like an option to me if we don't ever run it.
Right. And all I hear about is they're putting 10 in the
they put 8 in the box and
8 in the box. You can't do anything.
Well, the problem is when you pass it and then you call a damn pass play, roll out right short pass bullshit, and you get a holding call on Jason Witten. Didn't do any good, did it? If you just run the ball 3 times,
right?
You have a running quarterback and you have a great running back. And
as a Cowboys fan, here's what you have to say.
I don't care if you run the ball in the spread. I don't care if you run the ball in the I formation. I don't care if you run the ball in the goal line package. I don't care if you run the ball in 3 wide, 5 wide, 4 wide, no wide. Just run the damn ball.
All right, guys. So here we are. We're 18 minutes and 22 seconds into this thing.
Have we given you any content? Maybe.
Maybe. Here's the deal with the Cowboys season, all right?
It's over.
Zeke Elliott was accused of domestic battery in Ohio.
That's correct.
During St. Patrick's Day, Zeke Elliott pulled a girl's shirt down to reveal her breasts to the people on Greenville Avenue in Dallas, Texas.
That is correct.
Roger Goodell, who is the commissioner of the No Fun League,
that's correct,
handed down a 6-game suspension.
All facts.
Instead of taking the 6-game suspension and realizing you're not going to get anything else because the arbitrators are hired by the National Football League, which Roger Goodell oversees.
Right.
Is any of this made up or is any of this false?
No, it's all true, sir.
So here's what you do as the Cowboys fan. You say 2017, we're fucking it off. Because we don't have the offense to compete. We don't have the run game to compete. Jason Garrett hasn't done anything revolutionary or done anything with Marinelli, done anything with Linehan that's going to up the fucking skills and the talent that we can put onto the team. You've got Sean Lee, who apparently... I saw Sean Lee at Stonebriar Mall last week, looked at his fucking hamstring. He's questionable for the fucking Eagles. You've got old people. You've got guys that can't stay well. You've got the only sure thing that you have getting a fucking hamstring tear or a groin tear. So you don't expect this season to go well. You can put whatever fucking blame you want to on whoever. Dez didn't catch the ball. Here's the thing. The Cowboys are predictable. I've never held a coaching spot past Pop Warner football, and I could go out there and say, all right, guys, I looked at the film. We've got 11 guys on a field.
You're going to
We're going to put
first down.
No, we're going to put 2 people on Beasley. We're going to put 2 people on Dez, and everybody else go for either Dak or Zeke, whichever one fucking makes sense.
Right.
And that's all you have to do. That's it. Just let them get 3 fucking yards. If you let them get 3 fucking yards, it's going to give them 4th and 1. And Jason Garrett, some point in fucking Princeton or fucking Miami, lost his goddamn balls, and he has no fucking sense on running anything. So you beat them. 4th and 1. You get Chris Jones to fucking kick a punt.
Jason Garrett is really good at one thing, Chase.
Jason Garrett's really good at fucking second guessing himself and giving lackluster press conference.
Jason Garrett's really good at clapping, guys.
I fucking hate Jason Garrett and his goddamn red hair.
As do I. And
you know they say red hair is a sign of autism, and autism people can fucking figure it out.
Hey, I think the bartender told you to tone it down.
I'm fucking done. What about Bailey?
Oh, Dan Bailey, bless his name, but damn it, he missed our field goals. Chase has in a angry rage, Chase has walked off the set, but his point remains. Jason Garrett is good for one thing, and that's clapping. It's not good for elevating his team. You know who elevated his team? Freaking Todd Bowles over the New York Jets. They had a shit team, and they won some games. They only won about 3 less games than the Cowboys won, and they had a shit team, and people thought they were going to be the worst team in the league this year, and they were not because he coached his ass off. And you know what Jason Garrett does? He doesn't coach his ass off. He just claps on the sideline. You know why our offense is so easy to counter? Because all we do is short passes to Beasley, short passes to Witten, QB Reed with Zeke and Dak. We occasionally feed Dez, even though he's not open because he's going to whine if he doesn't get the ball. We run up the middle on first down, then we pass and we pass and we fail and we punt. Our offense sucks, guys, and this is why we're not in the playoffs. But the problem is we didn't realize this halfway through the season. We didn't realize this when we went on a 3-game losing streak when we didn't have Zeke. We didn't realize this earlier. We could have got us a way better draft pick. Hell, we could have been a better draft pick than the frickin' 49ers because Jimmy Garoppolo decided to start winning games. All of a sudden, we had to win a few games. Give us a little tease. Give us a tease. Make it seem like we're going to make the playoffs. No. Now we get like the freaking 18th pick in the draft, and it's not going to give us anything, okay?
Guys, you should have tanked last week.
Should have tanked when
was
we were
going
told
to do good.
Right, exactly. We knew we were not going to beat the Seahawks and the Eagles.
It's sad because the Seahawks, all they got is fucking fines and a fucking white dude that should be sitting on.
We were dominating the Seahawks, and we fucking spit the bit. Like, it was so simple. Okay, hell,
the defense looked
just
great.
The
defense looked fine. They shut fucking Russell Wilson down.
The defense looked great, and just like our friend in the bar is saying, Dan Bailey lost us the game.
Dan Bailey didn't lose his shit.
Hey.
Fucking run 3 yards out.
Hey, if Dan Bailey hits
9 feet is all Zeke Elliott has to go. I know he has the head of a fucking Lego character, but he can fucking run.
Hey, we are in a business.
Oh shit, guys! We're at Two Brothers Bar and Grill.
They've been really kind to us, and it makes us feel like we're at home, but we're not at home, Chase.
I probably should tone her down and put my pants back on.
You probably should do both of that. Right. So, obviously the play calling, everybody acknowledges that, hey, it was bullshit. But if Dan Bailey...
Hey, you guys want to hear my impression of Jason Garrett?
Jason Garrett
press conference. Hey, right now we're going to interrupt with the Jason Garrett press conference. Hey, guys, how's it going?
Hey, we should have...
I feel like we ran the ball really well, but things just didn't happen.
Get better next week, and we're going to... No. And so, if Dan Bailey had hit his field goals, we would have had a chance at the end of the game. But it was bullshit. Dez was fumbling. Dez was whining for the ball, and then he fumbled. Zeke wasn't getting the ball when he should have got the ball. Dak wasn't that great.
He spent 42 fucking days in Cabo. He came back with a fucking six-pack.
Zeke was ready.
He was ready.
And then what do we call on second down? We call roll right, pass it short in the end zone, and we get a holding call.
Like, we never even
like,
saw.
we
What
have
did he
second
have?
down and third down. Guys, just run the ball. And if we get stuffed when we're kicking the short field goal, it's what we ended up kicking anyways. And it would have been okay because we still would have had time on the clock. If we get stuffed, it's okay. But we're supposed to have the best center and right guard combination in the league. And we're supposed to have a quarterback who could keep it and run it in if we did a spread read option. Like, we could have got in there. But some bullshit Scott Linehan, fire his ass, called
Scott
us
Linehan plans on coaching for his 46th year.
And Garrett is so proud of Scott Linehan. He's his guy. And Jerry Jones is so proud of Jason Garrett. Jerry Jones loves him some Jason Garrett. He doesn't think there's a coaching problem. Nobody thinks there's a coaching problem up in
Elliott
Frisco.
had 24 attempts on the ball.
He didn't even get 100 yards, though.
He got 97 yards.
Yeah, the problem is he didn't have that 25th attempt on the ball.
Yeah, because
all right, we're moving on.
We would have had 100 yards and a fucking touchdown.
Right, and we would have won the damn game.
Right.
We're moving on from the Cowboys because it is just a problem subject.
It's an asinine thing.
All right, so who are the Cowboys going to draft, Chase? What do they need? What are their needs?
So don't okay. Before we go any further, Corey, don't pose the question, what are the Cowboys going to draft and what do the Cowboys need? Because up until about 2 years ago, Jerry Jones drafted whatever the fuck Jerry Jones wanted to draft and had no clue on what they needed.
Look,
Morris Claiborne.
Let's not live in the past. Jerry Jones is not heading the draft anymore.
Oh, are we going to bring Jimmy back?
He has slightly handed off the reins to Steven and Will. Okay,
right.
Look, it's not about. Look, I do have a modicum of faith, a little bit of faith in the Cowboys' ability to draft some players. What I do not have a faith in is the Cowboys' ability to properly manage their salary cap because we're still paying stupid guys like Nolan Carroll and
here's
Tony
the thing.
Romo.
Here's
what
the
I
thing
heard on the radio today. Look, listen to this. Okay, we have 38 guys signed for next year.
Right.
How many more we need for 53? 11 or 12 more, right? Okay?
Right.
For 53 only. That's not going to get you a preseason roster. No, that's going to get you a regular season roster.
Right.
Okay. We need to sign 12 players. We only have $25 million in cap room.
Yeah, we don't have
$2 million per player. You know who's signing for $2 million? Players off the trash heap.
Oh, yeah.
Bullshit players.
And that's the thing is...
Not anybody good.
You've got Dez Bryant,
Earl
that even
Thomas.
if you don't pick up Dez...
No, he doesn't. Cut Dez. Okay.
I'll take one.
Step one. We're going to fix the Cowboys right here and right now. Step one. Cut Dez. Screw the money. We don't need his crying ass.
But
on
here's
the
the
team.
thing, though, is
Step
it's not
two,
going to help
fire
us out
Linehan.
next season.
I don't care about next season.
So we're back.
The long-term health.
So
of
let
the
me
Cowboys
hold on.
Is cut Dez.
So
all right, fire Linehan.
Let me get this straight. For the next 3 years,
we only owe him for 1 year plus an option. We're not going to pick up that option
for the next 3 years. What's going to
happen?
happen in Dallas sports? Are we that fucked in Dallas?
Probably.
Stars are rebuilding. Mavs, they haven't built since Nowitzki.
Mavs are third from the bottom of the Western Conference, maybe second from the bottom.
Right. The Rangers, they're looking like they're about to have to go into Astros mode.
Questionable 70 wins a year.
Right. And now we've got the Cowboys who only have $25 million to buy 13 players.
But here's the thing is, we went 4-12.
How many do we have signed right now?
We went 4-38. We went 4-12, and then we went 13-3. Okay? Now we're going to go 9-7 or 8-8, right?
Right.
Okay, I'm tired of this whole middle ground shit. It's this whole, players like T-Will get $4 million a year. We got to sign players that aren't as good as T-Will at $2 million a year and fill out the rest of our roster because we don't have guys like Nolan Carroll, bullshit money that we spent last offseason, and he couldn't even beat out the rookies. We need guys like Anthony Hitchens. We need guys like DeMarcus Lawrence. We need guys like David Irvin. We need Zach Martin to get extended. Otherwise, we're going to go from that best offensive line in the league last year. Watch and see next year when we're like an absolutely middle ground offensive line or below middle of the pack.
Look, their offensive line.
We went from Doug Free to Lyle Collins.
Right.
And Lyle Collins next year, the year after, he's got promise.
Right.
But this year he was not Doug Free. And left guard, who do we go from? Gerard, right?
Right.
Or, I don't know I forget his name. Andre or no? Whatever. David, who cares?
Yeah.
Gerard was our left guard. He went to the Broncos. But we replaced him with freaking Jonathan Cooper. Who? Who is Jonathan Cooper? Okay, so
I'll tell
we
you who has promise. Chaz
downgraded in left guard. We downgraded right tackle. And then Tyron Smith missed his 4 games.
Right.
He missed last game because he only played 3 snaps. He missed the game before. All these games that Tyron Smith missed. So then we have, fucks like Chaz Green.
Here's the thing, too, guys.
Looney or whoever, Byron Bell or something.
All they had to do was run the ball in.
So we had a great offensive line.
We did.
But
and we didn't have a bad O-line.
We downgraded 2 positions, and we had some injuries. And so
we downgraded, but we have things that are coming up.
Right. And so the issue is we
had the O-line to hold our position in the league.
Yeah. No, and it wasn't number 1. It was maybe like a top 10.
Yeah.
We had some good players, and we had Tyron most of the year.
And if we had a top 10 O-line,
and we didn't use them right.
Right. We had top 10 O-line, and we had bottom 10 play calling.
I thought we were going to move on from the Cowboys. I'm tired of this.
You want to talk?
Like next week we're going to play the Eagles. It's going to be like preseason. Nick Foles might play some. Dak might play some. Zeke might play some. Nobody knows. We're going to
Cooper Rush going to play some.
Cooper Rush. Who knows? Like we're going to have all these backups playing because week 17 Eagles aren't playing for anything.
This is what happened last year though, right?
It did.
Because Tony Romo got in.
Came in. Threw us the touchdown pass in the last game.
Okay, so my last question here is there's rumors going around John Gruden may leave Monday Night Football, come back to coaching. Just entertain it.
2 reasons why I don't need John Gruden. 3 reasons. Number 1.
You don't like his show on ESPN2?
No, number 1. He's a fine announcer, and I don't want to lose a good announcer because I don't want, crap replacing him, okay?
What about that guy that was on the sideline
he's a good announcer, and it provides some entertainment for me and my friends who get these rants from guys who love Gruden. I'll tell you about more later, but basically people in Oklahoma who love Gruden.
Oklahoma loves Gruden.
Provide some entertainment. Look, he's good where he's at. Look, it's kind of like how LA didn't have a team. Okay, now all of a sudden Los Angeles has the Chargers and the Rams.
Yeah.
Okay, but before, when I was in sports management classes at Texas A&M as a freshman, this guy he used to work for the Dolphins. He was in the front office and he was teaching at Texas A&M. He was like, the NFL should never put a team in LA. And this was years ago. This was 2008. But it's like, because it's always that carrot in front of, right? It's always that, hey, upgrade our stadium or we're going to move to L.A. All this is always this threat of we're going to move to L.A.
It's always L.A. or Miami.
Gruden is like that L.A. of coaching carousel. It's always this bullshit about, hey, we're going to hire John Gruden. No, you're not. He's going to stay at TV and he loves his job.
He loves his job and he loves his Corona.
You don't need John Gruden. Look,
the Cowboys need something. The Cowboys
need the freaking.
The Cowboys
Jason
need
Garrett
to realize that we are not in 1998 anymore.
We are not,
and we need to get something that's moving.
All right,
offenses and defenses are going towards the college route because that's what the players are starting to do. Somewhere in the NFL, and I'm going to tell you, it's in Los Angeles. They realized, hey, we've got to change in the way that they're coaching in college.
The Rams,
right?
You're talking about the Rams,
right?
How they hired McVay or whatever his name is.
Right. Not Timothy, but the other one.
Sean McVay, whatever. Yeah. And he transformed that offense.
Yeah. Sean McVay and Timothy McVay have two things in common. They blow things up.
He went from the shit team, and he went to the positive team. Absolutely, number 2 seed in the playoffs.
Right.
Okay? And he took Jared Goff to the freaking Pro Bowl. Probably.
You want to know how he took Jared Goff to the Pro Bowl?
Because their offense was open, and they have an actual offensive coordinator who maybe we can hire away. But,
No.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
We have the
Here's the thing.
And they have creative young people running their
Here's the thing. The L.A. Rams say this. We're going to get quarterbacks, and we're going to get personnel, and we're going to get players, and we're going to know what they're good at, and we're going to utilize that, and we're going to exploit that, and we're going to make wins out of that.
Where and they don't have a bullshit owner who holds them back.
Where everybody else in the NFL is, we've done this for this amount of years.
Right.
It's been this. We're going to draft a quarterback who's been underneath this type of training, this type of scheme, this type of work, and we're going to try to take their talent and form it to what we want to do. And that's why McVay has been able to take Jared Goff and coach him into the player that he is.
Yeah.
They said, Jared Goff, what are you good at? Oh, hey, we drafted you because you were good at that. So you know what we're going to let you do? We're going to let you do that.
Do what you're good at.
And that's why they're where they are. And the Cowboys need that. The Cowboys are about 4 or 5 years behind. And last year, the thing that happened was they were really good at it, and then they just stuck to their guns. The thing everybody's productivity on the Cowboys have been down. Beasley's been down. Dez has been down.
Yeah.
Because they're so predictable.
Dez is out there questioning the whole deal he's saying, hey, I'm going to the coaches, I'm going to the owner. He says, there's no reason that I declined and T. Will and Bees all declined at the same time. He's like, hey, we didn't all of a sudden suck as receivers, but it's our offensive coaching. So look, this is when normally I think Dez is a complainer, but I think it's a good thing he's a complainer because he's forcing some change. Okay? If he's out there speaking his mind and he's going straight to the top, he's gonna force some change.
Right.
And he's gonna get some different
But the thing is
stuff going on in the offense because it's not that all the three receivers sucked.
You got a week.
It's that the play calling and we weren't catered to Dak and we weren't properly running and all these things.
We got a week with a player that's probably not going to be here next year. So I don't see anything really changing. But like you were saying, let's talk about something that's not here.
All right.
Let's go into what everybody's going to talk about.
How about what?
Why don't we talk about the Patriots and the Steelers game that will be coming up?
Patriots, Steelers going into the AFC Championship. You want to talk about playoff picture?
I'll talk about playoff picture.
All right. NFC playoff picture. Eagles, number 1 seed. Then the Vikings, Rams, Saints, Panthers, Falcons. What we would have is a Rams-Falcons game.
Right.
We got Falcons just coming off of a Super Bowl.
Philadelphia will get the bye, right?
Yeah, right. Rams, really talented this year. Really looking good. Gurley can run over anybody, right? We got Saints, Panthers. Division matchup, okay? Panthers have been under the radar. Cam has been performing really well. He's one of the top 10.
Drew Brees is playing like this is the last ride.
Drew Brees is playing like nobody's business. And if they can run the ball and Drew Brees, we always know that Drew Brees can pass the ball. If we can have an ounce of defense, then, we're going to have a good game. We're going to have Saints-Rams. So then we got over in the AFC. I don't care about this. I don't care about the wild card teams because I have absolutely zero faith in the fact that the Titans and the Buffalo Bills could potentially win a playoff game.
Right.
Somehow I think they're going to end up in the playoffs. But you know who they're going to lose to? Teams like the Jaguars and the Chiefs. That's who I have confidence in. And I also have confidence in Pats and Steelers.
That'll be a game.
Pats, Steelers.
Especially with
it could be AFC Championship game.
Especially with the Patriots' new signing.
Yep, good old James Harrison. So he's been causing. There's been some controversy. So, long story short, James Harrison is 39 years old. He gets signed to a 2-year deal. He gets promised playing time. He never plays. He gets promised playing time. He doesn't play. He suits up. He doesn't play. Then he's inactive. All this bullshit over in the linebacking core of the Steelers. Well, he's really unhappy, right? And he thinks he can go. And he's a competitor, and et cetera, et cetera. Well, then he's like multiple times throughout the year, he's demanding a trade. Okay, so he finally gets released, and then Steelers don't pick him up from waivers, right? So the Patriots pick him up. Well, then all these like his linebacking teammates are throwing him on the bus for not visiting Ryan Shazier in the hospital, but he did. And then, like, for sleeping in meetings, and he's like, yeah, maybe I did. And he's like, but I was still helping all the new guys. And it was just, like, it's some juicy drama. Basically, he's like, well, hey, the Patriots signed me, so boom, now I'm a Patriots. You know, I'm playing for someone who wants me to play because the Steelers didn't want him. But what it does provide is a juicy storyline if Patriots and Steelers meet up in the AFC Championship game, because then you're going to have James Harrison tackling his old teammates, maybe providing some juicy game plan details to the Patriots. Who knows?
The best thing about this drama was the press conference with Bill Belichick. After the Harrison signing, they asked Bill Belichick about it. Is he going to provide a some more
inside scoop
insight into what's going on? And Bill Belichick's answer is, yeah, we play the Jets next week. And I think that was the funniest part, is everybody is on this. Is he going to provide this? Yeah, but here's the thing.
Inside information on the
let's
Steelers,
all be real.
Like, no.
They have the inside information in fucking Gillette Stadium because they're the fucking Patriots. They've had the inside scoop on everybody. I think what's really going to be interesting is that game is going to be fun. Everybody's talking about the cold everywhere else. If you're in Texas, if you want to tune into a game, watch the Chiefs game, because White House and Texas Tech's own Pat Mahomes going to be playing for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
He gets the start.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to watch. I think
he might be the starter next year. Alex Smith might be looking for a new place.
Watch the Browns game. If you can get the Browns game, watch the Browns game. They're going to be the only fifth team in history to finish with a winless season.
And you know what they're not going to do? Probably fire their coach.
No, because there's nothing he can fucking do about it.
Like, yeah.
And in other Browns news,
we got you.
Apparently, Johnny Manziel trying out for the CFL.
Oh, is he?
Maybe playing for the Canadian Football League.
I did not hear that. Last little bit, I think there was a few random news tidbits on the Packers. Devontae Adams, their wide receiver, signed an extension. The Packers are paying a lot of money to their wide receivers.
Right.
Because Aaron Rodgers makes them all look really good.
Right.
I think they have parted ways with their defensive coordinator, Dom Capers. Looks like that's a report out today.
And also the big news
Shaq
on the
Barkley.
IR.
Look at that run. That was a beautiful run.
Aaron Rodgers on the IR may have been a violation.
Yeah,
should have been released.
But apparently they're not going to penalize him. Who knows?
Roger Goodell. Look at him going in there and be like, don't penalize
Packers
him.
kind of played fast and loose with those rules on the injured reserve
Dude, the
list.
Packers are the NFC version of the Patriots.
Yeah,
you can do whatever the fuck you want to.
It's true. They're always in the playoffs except for this year.
Right?
Old Case Keenum maybe going to leave the Vikings too.
So we've got a minute and a half left for the last episode of the year. Yeah. Not the last episode for us for the season, but for 2017.
That's correct.
What are we going to do better in 2018, Corey?
We're going to turn down the volume.
We're going to turn down the volume.
We're going to turn up the volume.
Turn it up. We should probably turn down Chase's drinking.
We're going to have less to talk about for the Cowboys.
Right.
Because it's going to be 2018 and the Cowboys aren't going to play for a while.
Right. But we will be here through Super Bowl Sunday.
We're going to give you some draft coverage.
We will. We'll give you draft coverage.
Super Bowl coverage.
We'll get some other things. Hey, if you guys are free, listen to the Cold Beers and Curveballs, because we got 45 days from opening from
95 days?
95 days from opening day. We've got a few more days less for pitchers and catchers reporting.
Yeah.
But, it's like I always say, listen to us. Check us out on Instagram, draft.com, DWTB. Get on there. We'll give you guys some free games. You got some playoff time, and they're going to be doing that. So check us out and always listen to us.